St. John's is located on Milwaukee's east side. We're on the bluff looking over Lake Michigan, so we have lovely views. St. John's was founded in 1868 by Episcopal churchwomen in order to provide care and services to retired clergy, their spouses, and nuns.
I love the fact that I can hop on my bicycle and ride out to the lakefront and be there right among all of the activities that I can see from our window.
As we were exploring moving here, I realized that living on the lakefront was a dream I didn't even know I had. And as it became more possible to live here, it was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Well, the view is absolutely spectacular. We have a view on the east overlooking the lake, but it overlooks the yacht club in the harbor, so there's always activity.
I was surprised shortly after we moved here when I realized that I couldn't be in a bad mood very long. I'd get on the elevator and numerous times, and people were friendly. We wanted to know each other's names. And then I realized the friendliness of the community around me really affected my view on life in a day-to-day way.
When you walk out the front door onto Prospect Avenue, there's a lot of young people and a lot of activities here.
The ease of going to all kinds of different kinds of neighborhoods. The cultural institutions that are there, the transportation that is there.
And in the wintertime, in the cold weather like this here at St. John's, you literally don't have to go outside if you don't want to. You can have all your meals here. You can have all of your entertainment here. You can do your exercising here. You know, it makes life pretty easy.
We moved into a community, not just a unit of our own.
All the residents, and it's complemented by the staff, we sort of look out for each other. We're here to mutually support one another.
One of the first things I hear from newcomers when they're here is, the staff is so friendly.
The relationship between the residents and management is where there's an open door policy.
St. John's focuses on whole person wellness, not strictly physical wellness.
Most organizations say that they're doing wellness, but pretty much what they're doing is physical wellness, because that's easy for people to understand. You can see it, you can show them a nice pool and a nice fitness area, but we're much more complex beings than that.
Livestream says to us, think about each of those areas and what you're doing to help yourself stay healthy in all of those areas, and not limit it just to the fitness.
Our residents appreciate the visual and performing arts, so we offer many options for them to access the visual and performing arts, both here on campus and in the broader community. We are a satellite of the Museum of Wisconsin Art. But beyond that, we have many other options available to them in terms of lecture series, physical wellness programming, Tai Chi, swimming, yoga, aerobic classes on a daily basis.
For my wife, the arts are a little bit more important than they are to me. I'm more into the gardening aspect, the outdoors, which I found I could really get involved in here at St. John's.
The library, which I didn't expect at all, they have a platoon of books in there, magazines and newspapers, and it's just wonderful to have it available without having to get in your car and go someplace.
This was a very pleasant surprise. We had more time with each other. We were having dinner together more often, we were doing things together more often, and it was just like, it was a big treat.
St. John's is a continuing care retirement community, so we offer assisted living and skilled care in addition to our independent apartments. So when a resident moves to St. John's under a life care contract, they have the assurance that that care will be available to them should they need it.
I think the life care at St. John's is important for a number of reasons. One is, to me, it provides security for our assets, that we don't have to worry about future health care for either or both of us. We have the security of knowing that as we continue to age, the people that are around us know us.
Person-centered care is important to residents and family as it's a normal way that we live our lives. It reflects who we were and how we want to live prior to us coming to a retirement community. Some need health care, some never need health care, but we get a chance to know them through many different phases in their lives.
So the Life Care program, for many of us, becomes a very important piece of St. John's. Because in essence, it says you're going to plan now, the day you move in, for how you're going to deal with that, rather than you're going to figure it out when it comes.
It gave our children who don't live in Milwaukee peace of mind that if anything, God forbid, happens to us, we'll be taken care of.
St. John's is really different. We've really become a leader in person-centered care. Having that independence of choice is really important to each and every one of us, and just because someone decides to make that move to any community shouldn't mean that they should be willing to or have to sacrifice those choices.
You know, I think another thing to think about in considering to move here at a time when it's good, it's nice to do it at a time when your family members can enjoy this process as well, instead of your family members being worried about your health care and your security and who's going to pay for what.
It really matters to make the decision yourself when you're as healthy as you can be.
And you know, Holger, I've noticed something else in terms of our view on life. Just the other day, you spontaneously said you were walking around in our home here and you said, "I'm genuinely happy."
That's true.